is Jennifer and welcome back to my channel. So I know this video is gonna be late. I am basically filming this like the day before Taurus season, but it's a busy month, okay? And I just did not have time until now and I wasn't like feeling that motivated. So we're gonna do it today. I think for Taurus, I'm gonna go for like kind of wood like roots kind of down my neck and some like ivy on my face. And I'm gonna put like some black horns on and like drape some ivy leaves around it that I have just like at my house. Anyway, that's the vibe I think I'm going for. Let's get started. So we're gonna be using face paint for this. This is my all-time favorite water-based face paint palette. This is Mehron Cosmetics Paradise AQ. I usually just get it off Amazon and this palette has lasted me literally years. And so I'm just using the dark brown in this palette and I am painting the roots on. The nice thing about the water-based face paint is that like you do kind of get different shading depending on how much water to paint you're using. But I'm using a flat brush and painting on the roots. The key here is to make sure that the roots aren't super smooth. They're like jagged enough, but not too much where it's like super squiggly. And then I took the black and I just outlined a little bit of it to give it like a little bit of dimension and shadow. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I really did not have the patience to go all out on shading and dimensions this time. So I'm still happy with the way that the look turned out overall though. I took the light brown and just kind of blended it into the dark brown. Again, just to give it a little bit dimension, but I wasn't super worried about where exactly I was putting it. And then we're gonna move on to our face. So I'm doing a regular like base makeup for my face. The Morphe 2 foundation is one of my favorites because it is a light to medium coverage, but it does not feel like you're wearing any makeup at all. I'm putting the Glossier Boy Brow just through my brows real quick, and I am highlighting with the Rare Beauty concealer that I forgot to film myself blending this in. So moving on to contour, this is the Fenty shade in Macchiato, one of my favorites. I'm just dabbing this on with a really dense brush. Next, we're going to take the dark green out of the Juicy Boost palette from Colored Rain Cosmetics, one of my favorite brands that makes like really nice, matte, colorful eyeshadows. Using a like small angled brush, I'm just kind of doing like a little bit of like a editorial-y type makeup because I just feel like I've done a lot of cut creases and stuff lately that I just like wasn't feeling it. I took the lighter green and just blended out the top and kind of just went back and forth between the two greens just to give it, you know, that nice gradient on my eyes. Next, I went back into the Mehron palette and I took the green and I started painting on the ivies. I have an ivy plant, but like off the top of my head could not remember what they look like. So I did pull up a picture from Pinterest and was like trying to paint that on my face. They look a little bit like green footprints as you start to paint them on. So I was like second guessing myself, but I think they turned out okay. I put more on one side of my face than the other just because I didn't want it to be fully symmetric because I can never get things to be symmetric. I connected them like you would see in a normal ivy plant, and then I took the lighter green and started painting on like the leaf veins. I don't know what they're called. Is that what they're called? This ended up being kind of aggressive, so I like off camera did go back to the first dark green and just like paint over some of the light green so it wasn't quite so intense. I put on a pair of like kind of natural lashes just because I didn't want to deal with any liner today. And then I picked up this green lipstick I found in my drawer. I don't know how long I've had this. This is the Fenty Mattemoiselle Midnight Wasabi, I think. I don't even know if she has this shade anymore. It ended up being the perfect green that matched the ivies, so I got lucky with that. If you have seen my Aries look, you saw that I did have horns. In the Aries look, what I did was I kind of straightened them out and spray painted them black and reused them for this look. The horns were starting to come off the headbands a little bit, so I'm just like using my hair to sort of fill in that gap. And then I have this like decor ivy thing that I like took forever wrapping this around my horns, but I think it added quite a bit to the look and I really like how it turned out for how little time I spent with it. Like no joke, this probably took like 90 minutes, which is on the short side of creative makeup. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. Happy Taurus season and I'll see you next time. Bye!